In the last study, we discussed this segment here of Duran cracking open Leonard's Philly shell. We're going to start today by honing in on one specific part of the segment, which is this head scoop right here. We're going to look at Duran using the head scoop and how he follows it up versus Leonard. But then we're going to look at an instance of Leonard trying to play the same head scoop at Duran, and we're going to look at the differences. Let's go ahead and jump in, but before we do, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you guys can peep the full version on the Patreon, patreon.com/boringbreakdowns. It's going to be linked in the description below. I will also be coming out, due to popular demand, a full long-form series of Roberto Duran's infighting, so you guys stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and jump in. Now, guys, I'm going to start this study on a personal note, and I promise it actually has to do with what we're talking about. I'm not a controlling husband. However, we have a hardline policy in my house that whenever we are eating anything involving syrup, like pancakes, my wife has to wear something that is either short sleeve or sleeveless. And why? She'll always be wearing something long sleeve, and if the pancakes are here, she will hover her sleeve over top of it, reaching for something, and then she'll get syrup on her sleeve. Now, why is that relevant to our study? Oftentimes I call I use this term called being sticky. Now, after your punches are done, you got to be sticky if they are able to move their head out the way of the punches. And what's the big issue with syrup? When my wife got syrup on her sleeve, it never just stays on her sleeve. Next time she puts her elbow back on the table, now there's syrup on the table. Then she touches that with another part of her sleeve and puts her elbow in another area. Now it's on another area. Then it's on her phone. Then it's on the plate, etc. and so forth. So syrup just stays sticky wherever it is. Now, that same principle ought to be applied to our punches. Right here, comment down below if you think that we need some marriage counseling or something, y'all. So now from right here, we're going to see Duran throw the left hook. Now watch what happens with Leonard's head. Leonard is going to roll his head in this direction. Okay. This is the point right here where Duran understands my left hook is not going to clip. What does he do with this left arm, specifically the forearm? The forearm is now going to stay sticky on Leonard's head right here. As he does that, he's going to use the bulb of the glove and scoop Leonard's head, essentially assisting him with the roll. But now that I'm assisting you with that roll, I now have control of your positioning. And look at this right here, guys. This is beautiful because pay attention to Leonard's left leg. You see how that left leg is forced to take a step up? Why? Because Leonard had all this momentum going in this direction for the roll. It is then assisted by Duran getting sticky with that left glove and further pushing him in this direction such that Leonard is going to have to take a step forward. Now, he's taking a step into orthodox, but this was not of his own volition. And now from here, we're going to see both athletes' shoulders about to make contact here. Now, from this this head scoop and now to a shoulder-to-shoulder position, we're going to see Leonard use this lead arm shoulder shove and lead arm, lead elbow and arm, using that shoulder to shove and make distance that pushes Leonard back. And now from here, they are in a head-to-head position. So locking horns right here, right? Now, there's more follow-up and things like that from there, but this is how Duran executed this position. Let's go ahead and check out how Leonard plays this. But before we do, let's run through this one more time all the way through so you guys can get a look. So we see the left hook. Leonard is going to come under. Immediately, forearm is going to get sticky and assist with that scoop. And I'm going to redirect you off in this direction such that you lose your base and are forced to take a step forward. I'm going to pull you into shoulder to shoulder. I'm going to use that shoulder and elbow shove. So sometimes I call it like flapping the wings. So he's opening up his lead wing, shoves him back, and in that distance, that new distance between the two athletes, look how responsible Leonard is with the Duran is with the head. Immediately, as soon as there is space opened up, he is going to get into the lock and horns, the head positioning right here, so head to head. Now, guys, those of you guys who are on the Instagram, if you guys are not on the Instagram, Boring Breakdowns on Instagram, look at the latest reel showing Jonathan Haggerty. Guys, this is applicable to all combat sports: wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, even kickboxing, when there really isn't much clinch. MMA especially. Look at how to regain head position. So as a matter of fact, before I jump in, let's go ahead and jump into that reel one time. So I'm not going to play this whole reel, but this right here is Haggerty going from a bummy position to a really, really good one. And this is all about the head control. And he's a genius in how he plays this. A lot more folks should be taking notes from Jonathan on how to regain head control when you're in this poor of a position. Let's go ahead and check out how Leonard plays this. Now let's check out Leonard playing this exact same head scoop, but it doesn't quite turn out the same. And I'm gonna let this rock one time. Can you guys see this tiny little detail that Duran plays to shut down the follow-up after the head scoop? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are watching this on anywhere but the Patreon, you guys can peep the full version on Patreon. It's going to be linked in the description below, patreon.com/boringbreakdowns. Y'all, help me feed my babies. This is a great way to support the work that I am doing. There are free memberships available as well. You guys will get access to all of the long-form series. We have a series on Masaaki Noiri. We're working on one currently on Tawanchai, where I actually have quite a few criticisms of Tawanchai's game. Yuki Yoza, Dalton Smith versus Subriel Matias. We have MMA guys as well, Fyodor Emelianenko. We talk about how he was able to deal with Nogueira's grip fighting, and one of the things that really changed the game when it comes to striking on top in MMA. We get into a whole bunch of details across all different sports, so you guys go ahead and check that out, patreon.com/boringbreakdowns. But if not, all good. Liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing on all the social media channels. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube is also a huge help. And then lastly, but again, criminally underrated, is just telling the homies in the gym the next time you guys are training, like, yo, I watched this infighting study, and son, you know, the dude that was put me on to this little inside track detail that Duran was able to play against the elbow shove, and you guys spreading the word like that is my marketing budget, and I swear to y'all, you will be surprised at how much that type of game helps. It always helps when you getting co-signed by one of the homies. So you guys putting the homies on. Those of you guys who have already, I really appreciate you guys. Salute to y'all. Thank you guys so much for the support. I will catch up with y'all on the next one. Again, stay tuned for that long form series on Roberto Duran's infighting. Peace.